Well, howdy, 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 Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. And just as a reminder for new and other viewers that have forgotten, I have a hair on the inside of my lenses. I just do my hand stuff because I talk with my hands. Somebody in a comment recently asked, why do you do all that stuff with your hands in the beginning? It's just I talk with my hands. That doesn't mean a thing. I just gesture because I gesture. That's what I've done my whole life. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, good morning. I am freshly showered and I'm wearing my chokers again. It's been about a week. Back of my neck is cleared up. Definitely a good thing. I mean, it was never terrible, but when you got a couple zits that are sore, you know, you don't want to keep irritating them. So I just let the back of my neck clear up by not wearing chokers and then only wearing my sleep apnea mask at night, because it's got, you know, the mask with a plastic T that goes here, and then it's got straps that go across here, and then straps that run back here. And so there's a strap that goes across the top of my head, but that one that goes across the back of my neck is just constant pressure and a wide strap against all the skin across the back of my neck. And when you hold any sort of cloth or any sort of thing tightly against your skin for hours and hours and hours, it holds you all those skin oils and such in, clogs the pores, and then the next thing you know. So, yay. Anyway, though, my skin's cleared up a lot better, so I'm wearing chokers again. So, thumbs up for that. I think so, anyway. Definitely a thumbs up. Now, I wanted to talk about this for a long time. Because it's one of those things I think about when I go walking. When I go walking on a 6-mile round trip from here to Walmart and back, I need a lot of things to think about. One of the things I think about is how easily I am to irritate on some mild level. And the reason I say that is there are lots of video games that are awesome games that for one small minor point, I mean extremely minor, I can't play it. I like the game Kenshi. I really like the game Kenshi. It is an open sandbox game. There are no goals. You start, you're a character in this world. It's up to you. You make it up from there. There's a story about what happened in the world. There's a story. You might be able to find it out. Maybe. There's lore. There's stuff. There's things happening, but there's no overarching thing that you have to do. It's just you exist. You make up your own story. Point being on it is you're not special. You will die a lot. And that's okay. Now the thing though, is that extends not just the character but to the player as well. When you go to the options, like if you go to the audio options, if you go to music, you can adjust the music volume and the music frequency, but that doesn't really change anything. The game decides when the music is going to play. The game is going to decide how frequently the music is going to play. The game is going to decide, because you're not special. Just like your character is not special, you are not special either. You will listen to the game provide the music as the game provides the music, or you can just turn the music off entirely. You are not special. That actually pisses me off a lot. And this is why I can't play. Because of that. You are not special. I can handle that. I can live with that. That's fine. But if I'm not special, so I can't affect the music, then take that video options out of there, because there's a thing that lets you change the graphical options, that lets you change the resolution of the game. If we're not special, you tell us how the video is supposed to be. There's a mods thing so that you can change the game to how you want it to be. If we're not special, take that mods option out. If you have a video options section. If you have a mod section, you then better put in that option to change the game music. Because if we're not special, then we shouldn't have the options to alter the video and put in mods. And so because we're special enough that we can change the video options and we can put in mods, then we should be special enough to change the music. If you stand up in this high and mighty thing say, no, you're not special, you cannot change the music. But here's what you can do with the graphics. And if you don't like any of these other parts about the game, here's how you can mod it and change it to how you want it to be. But you're not special. Don't you dare touch that music. Because of that one little totally hypocritical thing, I can't play the game. Because it just pisses me off right there. Kenshi is a great game, and you should play it. But I can't because of that hypocritical thing right there. With the, you're not special, so you do not get to change the audio options. But if you want to change the video, and if you want to add mods, because you can add all sorts of mods. There's a mod in there so that you can actually take your human captives and then milk them and make cheese from the milk. So we're not special, but we can do all that. Right. Play Kenshi. It's a great game. I can't. It pisses me off. And there's a couple things like that. Just little minor things like that. And otherwise, awesome games where it's just a really small, tiny thing. But it just, that one thing is like, oh, I'm angry now. And I am unreasonably angry because I recognize that it's a totally unreasonable anger. I am getting a cramp in my arm. And this is weird. That's unpleasant. It's not totally cramped up yet, but it's tight and it's not feeling good. And it's got that feeling of, oh, I'm going to cramp up here. How about that? Not a fun feeling. For a couple weeks, you see, a couple months ago, I had a cramp in a muscle in my upper thigh. Extremely painful. It was like 6 inches away from my groin, and so it was like horrifically painful. And then a couple weeks back, I was getting out of bed and it almost cramped up again. It came that close to becoming a full cramp, that same inner thigh muscle. But I was able to pull my leg back and then hold and massage it and then things that go. But then for like 2 weeks, it was always right at that, we're going to cramp if you do this wrong. We're going to cramp up. Pain. And so I had to live with that. Going on. Now, all of a sudden, this is doing the same thing. Now, I've used to live with cramps in this arm all the time. It was up here, because this was my paralyzed arm, well, hand. And this right here was just always just cramped and tight because the signals weren't getting through because I severed my radial nerve. And because they weren't getting through properly, the muscles were contracting, which is they just tighten up. When your muscles don't get nerve signals or you just don't use them, they tighten up, which means your fingers will curl up and your wrist curls up and your whole arm curls up. If you've ever seen anyone with a stroke with their hand like this, that is what happens. Things tighten up. Everything just tightens if you can't use it. And that's what happened here. This was so tight, so awful. All I had to do was go bonk. And oh, that hurt for hours. It was agony. Oh, this is happening right here. I don't like that. And it's not like I have a total lack of potassium or anything. I have potassium tablets. And I take the occasional potassium tablet. I try to eat bananas and stuff when I can. So it's not a lack of stuff. It's been feeling good up here, my arm, recently, but now it just has not. And in fact, things are really feeling it. I can feel them with this hand and my fingers. It's kind of a shaky, warbly feeling going on inside of there that doesn't normally happen. So, and it feels really weird. So, yay. Ooh. Oh, joy. And of course, my heart just skipped a rhythm there. Well, it didn't skip a rhythm, just changed rhythm. So it was going lub-dub, lub-dub-dub, lub-dub, lub-dub. So here I am talking about all this stuff and then, oh! But, you know, your heart changes rhythm all the time. It's not just me, you know. So that's okay. Hearts do that. I understand that there's some things that my heart will do that I just got to think about. Remember to thank your body. Thank your body for doing what it does. It's kept you alive. It's keeping you alive. It will keep you alive until it doesn't any longer. It does its best. It's trying hard. Thank your body. I was accidentally rude to my body this morning while taking a shower, and then I had to stop myself and say, I am so sorry. Thank you very much, oh my body. I am still appreciative of all the things you do. There is a mind and body connection. So, thinking negative thoughts will affect you negatively. Thank your body for doing what it does and doing it well. It is a very good thing. Past that, I'm not going to talk about anything depressing and horrific. I mean, just look out your window. There's enough horrific and depressing stuff happening in the world. So I don't want to talk about the horrific and depressing stuff that's happening. I want to talk about happy and friendly stuff. Like I've got these music making programs. I wish I understood music enough that I could make programs, make music. I have the occasional burst of music in my head. It's mostly like ambient or classical / power ballad type stuff that I come up with. But I don't understand it enough, and I never have, and it bothers me. Because I do, as stated, have those bursts of creativity, but because I don't understand music enough itself, or understand musical programs itself, and then I'm paralyzed by choice. I mean, if I'm handed a musical instrument and said, you know, play it, it's like, I don't know what to do, never have. And even with the basics of a song, it's like, oh yeah, you come up with this stuff, you do this on a guitar, you know, or drums, you come up with a basic rhythm, a basic beat. I can't even figure that out. I try to figure it out by going, oh, it's this many things and you do it mathematically, right? But it doesn't work that way. Yes, there's mathematical beats. There's math and precision throughout it. There's math and the world is math. The universe is math. Everything is math. So it's mathematical, but it's not just mathematical. It's what's playing inside of you. And while I've got music inside of me, I don't know how to make my body resonate in the right way so that I can have it come out through instruments. And that's sad. But then again, as stated, I mean, a lot of it is mostly like ambient. So the stuff that I would come up with, hey, listen to old Eno, or listen to a bunch of just ambient or industrial stuff today, and you'll undoubtedly come up with something that's almost exactly what I would have come up with, except so much better. And then hopefully I'm going to start writing again soon. It's just this lack of energy, fibromyalgia, and heat especially, but it's just lack of energy. I mean, my rechargeable batteries only charge up to like 40%. I try so hard. Oh boy. Oh, there was something I wanted to talk about too. I guess I'm going to have to talk about it tomorrow. Shuckle my duckle. Maybe I got enough time. Here. I'm going to open up 24 hours worth of comments. I haven't. I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. Even though it's, well, I count American Sign Language. I get lost. If I mispronounce the username, I don't mean to. And I'm not reading the comments right now. I always forget. It's like my brain. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. So, but well, right now we have Rocco, thank you very, very much. And Michael Painter, greatly appreciated. Yemo Obregon, thank you very, very much. And T-Bro Gamer YouTube, very, very cool, and thank you. Tuna 1989, greatly appreciated. King Coffrin, thumbs up and thank you. Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Samantha Andriel, thank you very, very much. Noel Serrano, thumbs up and thank you. Usenerd? I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you. And Confused Owl 29, greatly appreciated. Renner, thumbs up and thank you. We have Adrian Bryan, and if you could, he's trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of August. Check him out, and that would be good. Black Cheez-It, greatly appreciated. Ruben Rosales Ortiz, greatly appreciated, and thumbs up. Imad Aj, hope I'm close. A New Horizon, greatly appreciated. Mush, thank you very, very much. A Lemon Pie 407. B Mint 1994, thank you. Sad Pingu, greatly appreciated. Kieran Slipknot fan, thumbs up. And J Mac GG, thank you very, very much. Rain 401, thumbs up, thank you. And JZH 10,000. Greatly appreciated, each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is greatly appreciated. Yeah, the thing I wanted to talk about, Rich of Review Tech talked about 6 things that you shouldn't talk about that'll kill your channel. I talked about yesterday how my parents had driven into their head, you know, if you have problems, shut up about them, take care of them yourself, and if you can't do it, die, nobody cares. Rich of Review Tech said, if you want to kill your channel, you do these things, but don't do them if you don't. First things is don't talk about your problems. No one cares. Number 2 is no one cares about your money problems. Number 3, if you can't take care of your stuff, just go off and die. So all the stuff that I talked about that is bad, that you shouldn't do, are all the things that he says don't do or you'll kill your channel. So, yay? I've spent my entire YouTube channel, well, most of it, with my vlogging and talking about my life and my troubles and my monetary issues and such. So, hey, I guess I'll never get big. I've known that, but that's life. And if you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and I even deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. Richard Review Tech says, don't even have a Patreon. Don't even talk about money. Just don't do it. If you could toss me a like, that would be awesome. I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my assistant. Definite thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to. But if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now to literal end of time. Definite thumbs up. So, yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried about my life, about my future. I don't want to go homeless. I don't want to go dark, because if I go homeless, I go dark, and then who knows when I'll ever have money to come back, because there is a huge poverty tax in the United States. You know, if you can't afford to do something, it is ever more expensive. Because it's like, you know, money to stay online, and if you don't have it, then you've got to pay even more to get things started. And if you can't get it started, you don't have it. And I suppose that makes sense. Economics 101. Anyway, though, I got this video, got another video, got a bunch of phone calls I got to hopefully make. A common thing among people who suffer from depression, paralysis, deer in the headlights. I really don't want to be homeless. I won't live long because I stop breathing when I sleep. And you can't plug a sleep apnea machine into the sidewalk, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hopefully make a video begging for help today. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. I'm not really sad. I'm depressed, but I'm sad too. But everything is going to be okay, isn't it?